It is time to tell a story, an apocalyptic story, a story with death and violence and fear. But luckily, none of us will be telling the story. We have a professional storyteller here, our friend George.
Professional storyteller, ludicrous!
Woo!
Oh my gosh! Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, everybody. My name is George Primavera. I am a game master of many different games, Dungeons and Dragons. The game we'll be playing today, which we'll talk about in a second. I have been a GM professionally for about 5 years, but I've been playing for more than a decade, various different games, and I am so lucky to be around the table with some of the best improvisers in the biz.
Aww.
Wow.
George taught me everything I know about D&D, and I did a little bit of campaigns off camera. And
We
that
did
was
some fun stuff.
Very fun.
Yes.
Some great
So
stuff.
fun.
I think,
You're
yeah.
amazing.
Oh, well, let's not build those expectations too high. Today, we're going to be playing a game called Dread. Some of you may have heard about this. This game came out quite a few years ago, but is a mainstay in a lot of people's alternative TTRPGs, away from the character sheet requiring games of Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder and Masks and Blades in the Dark and blah, 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 blah. This game only needs one thing, the Jenga Tower.
Woo!
We have a nice one. This one's really
Got a
colorful.
It's so
beautiful,
cute.
colorful one, so pretty.
It's sustainable wood.
Sustainable wood.
Oh,
Great.
good. Oh,
What,
good.
what is not sustainable wood?
I assume, I don't know, like the rare trees.
This.
Aggressively harvested
Yeah.
wood is no longer sustainable. Today, the only thing that will be happening in terms of game mechanics are these four lovely players here are going to be pulling from this Jenga tower at my prompt. Here is how the game works. If a character wants to accomplish an action that has a chance of failure, they will be pulling a tile, or perhaps two, depending on how complex the action is, from this tower. If they knock the tower over, their beloved characters are dead.
Sad.
So sad. And then we will rebuild the tower slightly more skeletally with a couple of blocks pulled out, and we will resume the game with the remaining living players. At any time, a player can refuse to pull the tower. The only way a character can die is if the tower falls. So this is a great way to ensure that your character lives. However, you will almost certainly screw over the rest of your friends, and the situation will get worse, which will of course require more potential pulls. At any time during a pull, you may abandon the pull. You cannot fix the block after you abandon the pull. You have to leave it in whatever way it is. And you may then fail the action without the risk of a character death. Now, let's be clear, the only thing I can't do to these players is kill them. I can do all sorts of horrible other stuff to them.
Oh my God.
And as more and more consequences build up, the actions will get harder and more crazy and more complex. It's really hard to drive a car if you're missing both your arms. You feel me? You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
I've seen,
and you
I've
don't
seen
have an outfitted
worse.
car, right? The only other mechanic I will let you guys know off the bat, and we may or may not see this today. If you believe that it is impossible, you cannot pull a tile without risking your character's death, and you're feeling a little bit of selflessness, which based on the characters that I've heard of today, unlikely, but we're gonna find it, we're gonna see. If you would like to knock the tower over voluntarily, it will be considered a heroic sacrifice. Whatever action you are attempting to accomplish will succeed at the cost of your character.
Wow.
So, those are the rules. If at any point I accidentally knock the tower over or anything like that,
We all die?
Everyone dies.
We will,
God
the world ends. God dies,
This
and
show ends.
we'll rebuild the tower. There will be no consequences if I do anything to the tower, but if one of you accidentally knocks the tower over via an accidental table nudge, even when you are not in the middle of taking place in action, you will die.
Oh no.
I will find a way.
This is tense.
That's awesome.
This tower will be the manifestation of all of the tension we're gonna feel in this story. So shall we just jump right in and meet you guys?
I'm so ready.
Go for it.
Meet these lunatics you guys have brought before us? Okay, so our story takes place in the early aughts. 2000s, that is.
Nice.
The year is 2002, the month is late August. The weather, hot, balmy, humid, cicadas chirping in the early evening that we find ourselves in, 4 p.m. These four hot and successful college students are packing up the van. They've just spent 2 months at one of their father's beautiful log cabins tucked away in the woods, away from all of the very basic and rudimentary cell phone reception that we have in this day and age. By the way, get ready for a lot of incorrect early 2000s references. Because I was just a little baby.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, it's the 2000s. We find all of our players here, which we'll introduce who we all are in a moment, in the midst of packing up, whether it's taking all their stuff out of their rooms, or whether it's packing the actual car up, or whether it's getting one last dip in at the lake. The choice is yours. Let's start with my left. Let's go with Amanda. Would you like to describe your name and what you're doing right now?
Her name is Gracie Gorbo, and she is a teacher's pet. She's valedictorian, top of her class, head of a sorority. Yes, Kappa.
Maybe not Kappa.
Oh.
She's head of Dabba Doo. Scooby-Doo stole it from us. Let's just get that correct.
You knocked the tower.
Okay. Dabba Doo. Can we keep that all in?
Oh, that's all.
Okay,
Yeah.
she's
We're all in.
Dabba Doo. Fred Flintstone and Scooby-Doo stole it from us.
Dabba Doo.
And my father is the CEO of a big-ass fruit company called Gorbo. Fruits are us. And our biggest seller is bananas. And I'm rich as fuck.
So rich. What are you doing right now, Gracie, as you pack up the weekend?
Gracie is out by the lake. She's completely stripped naked because she's about to jump into the lake. She takes out her sexy bitch hairpins. They say sexy and bitch, and they're very, very sharp, and she puts them into a log right there by the tree, and then she dives into the lake and realizes that the moss is super, super gross. So she tries to get up on the dock and just gets all these splinters all over her arms. She's like, what the
As you clamber up onto the dock, you see that there is somebody packing up the car. Who would be packing up the car right now? Would it be perhaps the
That's
owner?
gonna be me.
That's
the owner of the car?
That's gonna be me, Brody.
Spencer, tell us about Brody.
Captain of the water polo team. Is that what we like?
Water polo
buddy.
team?
Water polo.
Water polo.
Water polo
you know,
team.
Just a shark in the water.
Yeah. Hot up here, tiny legs.
Yeah, really tiny legs, but you put me in water, I'm gonna go.
When you're in water polo, you don't kick your legs at all. It's all arms.
Pure,
That's right.
It's pure. I claw the water. I bring the water. I displace the water with my hands.
He's shaped like a Dorito.
Yeah, I'm shaped like a Dorito.
I've never seen anyone scoop water like
I'm
him.
shaped like Johnny
Pizza
Bravo.
mascot.
Yeah,
Correct.
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, this is my car. I drove us up here. I'm kind of like, I would say I'm the leader of the group, even though I'm not going to say that out loud. I don't think anyone normal would say I'm the leader of the group out loud.
Would you say this car is perfect for outdoorsing, or is it very out of place as an outdoorsy car? What kind of? We're talking about.
Honestly,
van?
I think it is an outdoorsy car.
Outdoorsy car.
Maybe as like the G-Wagon kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's like big and boxy.
Big shiny fancy car, absolutely ruined.
Yeah.
By the dirt road that you guys had to travel up to get here. What are you throwing in the car right now?
The DVD player for one.
Yeah.
I got a hookup. So if y'all want to watch, Dodgeball. I don't know if that was out yet.
Oh,
We got Dodgeball.
You
in
got
the
an
back.
advanced copy if it's
Yeah,
not.
or Wedding Crashers.
Oh, Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers and
Does it
Dodgeball.
even?
Those are the only two DVDs I
was.
brought, and that's gonna be playing the whole car ride back. Because I got a little plug in there that lets you watch DVDs in the car.
We love it.
Screen movie playing up in the front windshield.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
to
for
watch.
everyone's like, I can't see it.
I like to watch while I drive.
Yeah.
Because texting and driving doesn't exist yet.
Exactly.
But, I will be into that. I can tell you that.
I will be.
You're
I'll
awful.
be into that. But you know what? I love these guys. These are my boys.
Excuse you?
Yeah, these are my boys
And ladies.
And ladies.
This was supposed to be like a two-month vacation where everybody was getting away from the busy crap of the city. You know what I mean? Trying to relax, disconnect, even in 2002. And there was supposed to be a big culminating party where all of your friends from Dappa Doo and the various universities,
My teammates.
your teammates, your water
polo.
polo, all were supposed to come and have this big bash. No one showed up. It could be because maybe the directions you gave were bad. This is a pretty remote location. Maybe they got lost in the woods and bailed. Maybe nobody likes you.
Yeah, it's probably that.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm a little antsy. I'm a little antsy to get back and find out why nobody showed up to our big summer blowout at the end of the summer.
And as you were watching Brody like kind of pack up the car and like get distracted by Vince Vaughn in Wedding Crashers.
He's great.
He's great in that. We pan through the window into the living room, through the house. Where do we find your character, Shane?
We find Bernardo. Find Bernardo.
As he finds himself.
Right in the back area of this cabin, and there's a big canvas on the ground, and he.
Oh God.
You see, Bernardo is an artist. He's an artist, deeply, a struggling artist with the father who's a billionaire, and he is doing somersaults on this giant canvas where he has paint all around. He's somersaulting to see how with the way you tumble through life and the trails that makes and the struggles and the turmoil. But he's finishing it up. He's just covered in paint. He's wearing very nice diesel jeans.
God.
True Religions, sorry. True Religions, yeah. And then he finishes it, and he's like, this is good, and he rolls it up. And then he rolls it up, and the wet paint, it's still wet. No,
It's gonna be a mess.
no.
Never
this guy
unroll
knows-
it again.
Yeah, he just, it's stuck.
All
But
of the
that's
rule
the
books
point.
are stuck.
That's the point,
To unravel it.
is that no, you can't unravel life.
Wet paint and rolling up a canvas.
And then he throws it away. And then he...
Oh yeah, it's like a tabula rasa. Yeah,
Exactly. That's the whole point of art is you have to let it go.
And Brody's like, I love your art,
Clean
man.
slate.
You gotta hop in the lake before you get in my car. So you're covered in paint.
I will wash away the paint, but I cannot wash away the pain.
Oh my God, your dad is like the nicest person ever.
I can't wash away.
Your dad's like, whatever you need,
so
bud.
proud of you all the time.
Oh my
So
god.
proud.
Quick flash to like you getting into college and be like, my son's a genius, and holds up like the universe like scholarship to this university. Yes, I went there. What of it? And
I own that. Yeah, the wing's named after me.
yeah, the art wing is named after. What's your last name, Bernardo?
Bernardo Fink.
Fink.
the Fink wing.
Pink wing.
The Finking
Wink.
place.
The Finking place.
Finking place.
I love that.
That's-
Finking
Bro,
place.
like, bro, let me put on my my finking hat.
I love that.
Oh my God.
Think for yourself.
Think for yourself.
Thank you.
That's a t-shirt you wear. Panning through the rest of the house as we kind of explore you guys having this quick argument as you move to the front door to like get ready to get in the car. Where do we find your character, Courtney?
Yes, Savannah just finished packing Gracie's stuff.
I was gonna
For
pitch
her.
that.
So she's carrying Gracie's very large duffel bag and roller suitcase along, and she has her duffel bag that has her softball stuff in it. She was hoping people would want to play with her during the summer, but everyone was busy finking or swimming. So she's just put the bags up by the car, and she has her diary, and she's been writing everything down about this whole summer. It was amazing.
What's the last page of the what's the last thing you wrote in the diary?
What time is it?
It's 4 in that.
It's like 3:30 p.m.
Okay, so at 3:27 p.m., Gracie naked dip.
Keeping track.
Is she in deep in thought? Is she thinking about me? Question mark. Hope so. Heart.
Cut to Gracie's just like,
Not like that. Yeah. So she's very much worried and thinking about the fact that no one showed up to the party. She's very much in the camp of, okay, nobody likes me. It's my fault personally that the party didn't happen the way we wanted to. She's expecting a stern talking to, but she's excited to go home.
Savannah, when you're picking up after Gracie, would you be like looking in every nook and cranny to make sure like she didn't forget something, or is it more of just a cursory shove everything in a bag?
Gracie has her usual path of mess, which is a clear wherever she migrates to, it's always going to be along that path. And knowing her for a couple of years now, I've gotten pretty used to knowing where all of her stuff is and making sure everything's accounted for, because she has a lot to do. She has a lot on her plate running a sorority. And, I may be doing most of that work, but it's really, she's the face of it, so it really matters that she's doing good.
She needs support.
She needs support. She needs
Dabba
support.
dabba do.
Dabba dabba do.
Crazy.
Spelled D-A-P-P-A.
Dabba dabba do. Think for yourself. Let's go. Yeah. Gracie, is there anything specific that maybe Savannah would find in that room following your path of destruction?
Well, she'd find my Nokia phone
Okay.
that I've been playing Snake on because everyone's boring sometimes. She'd also find my journal, but it has a lock on it.
Oh, okay.
And I have the key.
Okay.
I take it everywhere, even when I swim.
Where
little
is it, like a necklace or
It's
bracelet?
on a little bracelet, an 18 karat gold bracelet, and an 18 karat gold key. And
Nice. So it's
very
jingle,
malleable.
jingle, jingle. Yeah.
yeah,
You put the key in the lock and it just bends off immediately.
because I can't wear it as a necklace because I have my Tiffany's necklace on. My thick chained necklace with the heart, and on the back is my dad's name.
Oh.
Robert.
Robert Gorbo.
Yep.
Robert Garbo.
It's his full name.
Robert Gorbo in cursive. It's in full cursive.
Robert Gorbo in cursive is a nightmare.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm picturing it. It's awful. Robert Gorbo on the back of your necklace. So as you're picking up, you find this journal. It's got a big lock on it. This is probably one of the things Gracie doesn't want you in, looking in. Would Savannah respect that, or would you try to be getting away to get into this journal?
I would say that Savannah would respect that.
Okay, yeah, it's you're picking up a holy artifact that you're
This is borderline religion that I'm agreeing with.
This is true religion.
It's the Bible.
you are carrying 12 times the bags everyone else is carrying as you make your way out of the room. You guys all kind of reconvene back at the van. One thing I will ask all of you, are we all cool with each other? Are there any tensions
Yes.
that might be pervading?
I love Savannah. She's my best friend in the whole world.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do anything without her.
Okay.
I'm sure at some point in these 2 months in a cabin with 4 college people, 2 men and 2 women, I'm sure there was at least a couple nights where we all made out. I'm sure.
Okay, so there's some residual tension.
Well,
from being bored.
Maybe one of us is mad we didn't seal the deal.
everyone knows
Yeah.
Brody's a little bit obsessed with me.
Yeah.
And I got blackout drunk and I let him kiss me. But there might be other things written in my journal about it.
Oh. Okay.
Because I feel like Gracie doesn't want everyone to know that, but I think Gracie really, really likes Brody.
Cool.
But,
Me?
well, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, or Spencer. But also she's very much ugh,
yeah.
go away.
I can see that.
Yeah, but you do not let me have him. You're like,
No,
I have
but
to stay
Savannah
away.
cannot have anyone I have my eyes on, and I change my eyes all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she only pays attention to Bernardo the second Bernardo pays attention to Savannah.
Yeah.
Correct.
And it's not
right.
even just sexual, it's just any sort of attention. It's
Yeah.
just no.
Box out flirting.
Like Brody, hey, do you need help with those bags?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just she's got them. She can carry them.
Yeah.
You have paint all over your face.
Let me get that for you.
Yeah. You should dip in the lake.
It's art, actually.
As you guys are all gathered up all along the van, throwing the bags inside, we're getting to around 4:30 p.m. It's getting a little dusky. The crickets are starting to go. It's really picturesque. Ooh, a little hungry.
Yeah.
Might be time to stop somewhere.
Dairy
on the way
Queen?
back.
Yeah.
Dairy Queen?
I get the shits from Dairy Queen.
There's luckily always a Dairy Queen in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
In the middle of the woods, you're gonna come across a Dairy Queen.
That's true.
It's a long drive down this winding pathway. If you guys want to get back to the city where you guys all go to school, it's going to probably be a 6-hour drive.
Yeah. Bernardo's in the backseat just blasting cigs.
Smoking them so
A
fast.
cigarette and a joint at the same
Oh,
time.
God.
Oh, God,
I don't know how to roll spliffs, so I do them both at the same
Both
time.
at the same time.
Bernardo, you got to roll down those windows, man. I can't roll down the back windows from up here.
All right, I guess we won't reach Nirvana.
No, they're the windows that you push out.
Crank. Oh, yeah. There's the little
You push
clamp
out?
that pushes it out 3 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you don't want to see the streetlights dance. As you
His eyes are bloodshot.
I love that. Great. So you've got your rolled up paint art like that you put in your little storage tube and screw it shut like National Treasure. Slap it like in the bag with everything else. And if you guys would like to depart the cabin, if there's anything else we'd like to do before we leave, otherwise we can head out and head back to the
Take one
city.
long look at it before we leave.
Yeah.
Just take the
Take it all in.
Take it all in.
One
Take
more
a
big
deep
breath
breath
of air.
through my nose and then out through my mouth.
Yeah, I love that.
Great, some great nights we're out here. I'll remember this summer forever.
Okay.
This was the best summer of our lives, guys. And I put my arms around all y'all, and I pull you in close.
And I'm on my
Giant
phone like,
arms.
Yeah, I'm really big, guys. I'm really tall.
I'm like, did we all remember to empty our bladders before we go?
yes.
Shane just starts pissing.
He's already leaking on a tree next
Yeah.
Don't worry, these are true religions. They were made for this.
God.
God, he smells so
they were
bad.
built for piss.
He's like,
So bad.
I feel like we all have like the sparkly vibe jeans on.
That's
like,
how you break true religions.
Oh yeah, where the butt pocket is just like an extra inch thick of embroidery and
yeah,
diamond.
and like sparkles. Yep.
Oh, that's great. I'm crying. I've been here for 15 minutes. Okay, awesome.
room.
It's in the room. Woo!
Yep.
You guys all hit the road. Cue 90s music with no copyrights.
Woo!
Yeah, it's a mix of like that classic 90s hip hop and maybe a little 80s retro fitting in there. And
Hey, did you guys hear Gwen Stefani's Leaving No Doubt?
What?
I don't think-
Devastating.
I don't think she'll make it on her
She'll
own.
never survive with that,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Don't worry, Fiona Apple's gonna have a new album soon.
Any day now.
Any day now.
Will.
oh god.
But I bet only
say
true
any
people
day
will
now.
listen
Any
to
day
it.
now. Don't worry.
As you guys are driving along, are there any detours we'd like to take, or are we just heading right back home, like a straight shot?
Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen.
DQ. I'm feeling a blizzard.
We know there's a DQ down at the bottom of the hill after a few hours, you know what I mean? So we're gonna drive through the beautiful pine trees. God, it smells good out here, out of the city, all that smog. Even your spoiled asses can appreciate, a little bit of like that freshness that
Yeah.
you don't get. And it's like a moment of like something that almost resembles self-awareness and reflection.
Yeah, I call it city musk.
Yeah,
Yes.
City Musk.
I feel like Gracie's looking in the mirror, like out the window, and she's like, I miss my father.
Staring at the mirror. Yeah, great. I love that. As you guys are moving down this winding path, the trees start to kind of give way. You start to see the wide open expanse before you get to the highway. There's a gas station. The road's pretty empty, which is a little strange because it's by this point, I would say we've been driving for 3-ish hours. We're talking about 6:30. Should be some rush hour going on. There should be people coming on to the exits or the on-ramps. And there is no such traffic. There is, however, the gas station, which borders the Dairy Queen right nearby. If you guys wanted
honestly
to
makes
rip
a lot
through
of sense.
DQ.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, gas station
Yeah.
Dairy Queen combo. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get a Red Bull's, I think just released.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to experiment with Red Bull.
I
Gives
feel
you
like,
wings.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like you're gonna get addicted to like energy
No,
drinks.
I heard it's really good for you.
Okay.
It helps me swim faster.
Should we re-up the tank and I'll go order us some Dairy Queen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know my order, babe.
I do. 7 burgers.
Gotta keep this ass fat, am I right?
I also know Bernardo's 8 hot dogs.
And what's Brody's?
Brody, just energy drink.
Yeah.
I'm actually good on this
curly
Red Bull.
fries.
Oh yeah.
Bernardo's gonna go to the gas station and get a Sobe water.
Okay, Sobe.
Yeah.
Man, I can't
Which
wait for
one?
a green
Did
tea
it
with
give
carrot
food
us
on it.
sports?
The carrot
Okay.
one
The
was
carrot
so
one.
good.
The carrot one.
It's
the
pure
carrot one.
sugar.
Carrot one was incredible.
Okay, so who's team DQ and who's team gas station?
I
Want
love
a DQ?
I'll go gas station because
Gas station,
Savannah's
gas
got my
station.
order.
Great. Savannah's got the DQ.
Actually, no, I think I will go with Savannah.
So you guys head to the DQ. You head to the DQ. You two are heading. Are you then filling up the tank and you're going in to get your Sobe water?
I'll go in to get the Sobe
I'm gonna
water and the
ask
Red Bull.
a guy to fill up the tank,
Okay.
but I can't.
You're looking around for somebody
I'm-
like at the gas station to like
Yeah,
help
yeah,
fill
yeah.
the tank. There are no cars here, but you do feel like you see somebody like go around the side of the building where like maybe the bathrooms might be.
Okay.
And there is a car like parked in the parking lot of this DQ, but not in the like gas station area. So maybe that guy could help you out if you're not gonna do it yourself.
Okay.
You're gonna go walk up to that car.
I don't know.
We ran car washes every summer in high school, so we're not afraid.
Yeah, exactly.
Of
I'm
cars.
totally gonna walk up to that car because he definitely has to help me because I don't want to get like oil everywhere.
So the car there, as you like look over to the car's empty. But that guy that like was walking around the edge of the building, maybe that's his car.
Okay, so I'm gonna follow him.
Okay, you're gonna head around to the edge of the, around the side of the building.
Stinks out
I wonder
here.
who's gonna die first.
So let's go over to the DQ. You guys are walking together to DQ. Savannah and Brody, do you guys hang out a lot?
And we just hung out for 2 months straight. I would say it seems like we've done this for a few years now.
Yeah.
And every year we try to have this party at the end. Because what are we, third year
Yeah.
college?
Juniors. I don't think we hang out a lot one-on-one.
No.
So this is kind of, but I am, after kind of failing to get, I'm trying a different approach to get with Gracie.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go through the friend route where it's like, get to know the friend, put in a good word for me.
Yeah.
Smart.
As you guys walk into the DQ, ding, 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 you walk inside. The AC and the fluorescent lights are buzzing. They're on. The little ice cream machine is spurring up soft serve. There is no attendant behind the cash register, though. There are ice cream cakes that look like they've been in the fridge for a little bit, just sort of all lined up and ready to get taken out. And doesn't look like there's anybody in here. Is there anything you guys were asking for anybody or?
I'm gonna call out, like, yo, what up?
Brody,
Yeah.
would you please pull a block from the tower?
Holy shit.
You said what up?
Any block?
Any block you want.
Once you
You may
touch
only
it,
use one hand.
once you touch it, do you have to do it?
You can feel around as long as you pull a
Oh,
block. Yeah,
okay.
I don't care about testing. That's totally fine.
Okay.
Be careful. Be careful.
Okay.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
Already?
What's up? We hear that reverberate in the empty room. There's not a response, but you do hear something like kong, 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 fall sort of in the back area of the DQ. When you guys walk up to the counter, you see that there is a sign that says back in 15 minutes, but there's a layer of dust on it.
I wanna wipe my finger on the dust and then be
Thick.
Someone cooked here.
old. I want to investigate that sound, frankly.
You gonna head into the back?
I am preparing an order, so I'm grabbing from that ice cream fridge that's by the door. I'm packing it up. I'm getting it ready at the register.
Yeah, there's ready-made burgers in a big warming tray. You guys could just
Okay.
grab them.
I'm just gonna start grabbing them and be like, I'm making this easy for the person working here, so that when they come here, all they have to do is ring me up.
Yeah.
So I've got it all. I even grabbed a big bag, and I'm ready to make that transaction easy.
As you are walking into the back of this DQ, you hear a and you look over to your left and you see that the fryers are on and bubbling. And you take a little peek inside to see what's in the fryer, and you just see curdled black something floating in the oil. If you want to investigate further, you can.
Yeah, I wanna lean in and see what it is, but I'm scared. I'm scared, but I'm also my
Because
curiosity.
you've never worked a food service job in your life. This is all
Yeah. So frankly,
feels dangerous.
frankly, I'm yeah, those are fries. I'm yeah, the process is crazy, but
Yeah.
no, I think I've clocked that. Seeing something black in there, I'm this is a little weird. So I wanna lean in.
Okay. As you lean in, you can tell that these are definitely some kind of food item that's been in the fryer for too long. I'm gonna ask you to make one more pull from the tower.
I will say, Spencer, there's a green one
There
on
is a
our
loose.
side that is.
Oh.
Feel free to stand and maneuver if you would like. Oy, oy, oy.
Oi, oi, oi.
How would you have killed him there?
I have a way. I have a
fryer
way. Every time
explodes.
I ask you, I got something.
SpongeBob me boy. You're Mr. Krabs from
There is a behind you. You immediately whip around as you lean down to the fryer, and you turn around and see a massive steel door that is closed, like a walk-in fridge.
Yeah.
And you just heard one thunk
Yeah, I
from
heard
behind
that.
it. As you turn around and see that, no one is coming. And Brody is clearly like walking around back there. Like you're just hearing like stuff fall over. He's just messing stuff up.
Okay, great. So I pull out my Paul Frank wallet. And I'm like, I don't have
Sponsored
time
by
for this. And it's a little monkey head. And I pull out like $50 and I just bag it up. I'm like, Gracie's really mean when she's hungry, so I'm just gonna get this. And then I call out to Brody to go.
Okay. As you're yelling out to Brody, would you please pull from the tower?
Oh my God, this is scary. Jenga's never been so scary.
This is like Jenga if it was good.
Right.
That is sort of how I feel. Okay, you're good. You yell out. You grab Brody's attention by yelling for him. Brody, when you like go to investigate, it's totally quiet in that. You might have imagined that.
Yeah. I think I'm a little torn because I thought I heard something, but I'm also really scared. So I'm like, you know what? I'm willing to leave. This is giving me the creeps.
You're at your bravest in the water.
Yeah. If put me in a pool and I'm trouble.
Polo!
But for right now, I'm feeling a little out of my element.
Yeah.
And my hunger's overtaking me. I'm like, let's actually just get out of here.
Okay.
I'm just like, Brody, it's kind of creepy in here.
Yeah, I'm like, agreed.
So I grab the bags, I hand you one of the bags, and we leave. We walk, start
Walk
walking
out. Absolutely. You guys are walking out of the DQ. While that's happening, Bernardo.
Yeah.
Ting-a-ling-a-ling into the gas station. It's totally empty in there. It looks like that the fridges are all open, and there's a ton of glass and liquid on the floor.
Ooh. Damn. Well, luckily, I feel like I've got some good boots on.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got like Doc Martens on.
Yeah.
Your pants are soaked in piss.
Yes. This does not offend me.
Boots squeak with each step because piss in them.
The squid. Yeah. Sound like SpongeBob walking.
I think he's just like, huh, all right. Okay, they must have, I don't know, they need to clean this place better.
Yeah.
But I've seen worse, I've seen dirtier,
Yeah.
I can handle this.
seen worse
I'm gonna try to
up here.
maneuver my way over to a fridge and try to see if there's any unbroken bottles in the fridge
Cool. Yeah.
to grab me a Sobe.
Any particular flavor you're looking for? You're looking for the carrot?
I'm looking for the carrot, the orange one.
Okay, the rarest one, my father's favorite. As you reach into that, so you don't find a carrot. You do see like there's plenty of green tea. But as you're like peering through the fridge, it's sort of like a grocery store fridge where there's like a back room behind it, which is not typical for for like a gas station. So this is probably like sort of like a grocery gas combo.
AM, PM.
Yeah, you're looking to the left. You see some milk in the left side. The milk looks beige, almost like dark beige colored or like cream colored.
Interesting.
If that makes sense. And as you're kind of peering around, you peer through the back entrance, you see there is a like box crate with like plastic wrap over it of like 20 carrot flavored Sobeys that just didn't get restocked.
Yeah. I know where I'm going. I see it, and I'm just like, yes, I will do anything for some orange Sobe.
Okay. There's clearly a door that like leads to the back, and there's like a bathroom door.
Yeah.
The TV is on, but it's just like black and white static. It seems locked, but there's like a key that's very clearly hanging up behind the cash register with like a lanyard.
Oh yeah, I'll go grab the key.
You just walk behind, very entitled, just like grab the key. And as you grab it, you see that there's like the computer is on, and it is there's like MapQuest up. And it is like a map quest that specifically the end destination is Gorbo Fruit Factory.
Whoa, interesting. Huh. And can I kind of like mentally remember these directions, or can I like write them down? Just 'cause it's like, oh, interesting.
You could hit Control P.
I'll print that out.
Nice.
Print that out. That seems funny.
As you hit the printer goes.
Yeah.
They still beat.
Oh, Bernardo. Please pull from the tower, Bernardo.
Okay, to grab the printed.
As the printer whines.
Careful with the table, my guy.
Let's see.
We've been talking about how scary this was gonna be, and I was like, yeah, okay.
Oh,
And you
God.
printed out these MapQuest directions to Gorbo.
Great.
Play.
As you're, you've got this thing, but this is not your primary objective.
No, I got the keys now.
This Sobe to get.
So now I can go get the Sobe. And I probably will shout out to Grace and be like, hey, got directions to your dad's work.
Yeah. I could have told you where to go.
Yeah, well, I printed it out.
It's like
Okay.
a window that you're outside, and he just like yells in the window as you pass. We're gonna, as you move to grab the keys, you go to the back to go grab your Sobe. We go to you.
Okay.
The door to the bathroom, as you come around the corner, closes.
Oh.
Like somebody closes it. It's up to you if you want to approach and press this further, or if you want to let this guy do his business and.
Oh, no. I go straight up to that door and bang on it. Hello? Hello?
Unfortunately, we played the dumbest people.
No, that's stellar of us.
Hello?
It's exactly the assignment. As you bang on the door, there are like sounds from within. It's clearly the worst poop you've ever heard. Like this
Oh my God.
this guy is suffering it. You hear every once in a
my
while you're
God.
hearing like an from inside.
Awful.
You do hear like a flush.
Oh, my
Mission
God.
success.
He definitely... I thought he was going to clog it. It's crazy.
It flushes, no problem. Yeah,
Okay.
there's no clogging issue.
So her ear is not touching the door, but it's close enough because she finds everything so disgusting right now. And she's just like really grossed out by how much poop just came out of that person probably. And she's like, oh God, do I really want to? I think she's going back and forth in her head like, come on, Gracie, this is disgusting. This is below you. But her body just stays.
Okay.
She doesn't move.
Doesn't move. You
Like
just-
she's a little too close to the door. Like,
Yeah, in our head version of this, we're hearing like a tremolo, like of like violins, like from inside. Would you please pull from the tower?
yes.
Be careful.
Oh, good one.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Easy.
And we can get up. We can get up and
You
move
can
all
absolutely
around.
walk. You can stand up. Ooh, guys, this tower is fragile.
Shaky. Because we pulled from the middle.
When you're standing there, you hear, "Go away!" from inside.
Okay. She's like immediately offended. She's like, no. I was here. I'm here. I went all this way.
Get out of here!
Do you know my father?
You hear more struggling from within that doesn't acknowledge your
Okay. I think she's a little bit, I think her inner compass is like, Gracie, go. And so she kind of like starts to back away and has her big chunky heels on. And she's just like, God.
Lizzie
this-
McGuire platform.
Yeah, this place sucks. And she's like, okay, well, f you then.
We see Bernardo come out with 1 carrot Sobe or the whole rack.
I think he's got a couple. Like he put a couple like in his cardigan pockets. I think he's wearing a cardigan.
Yeah, no, that's
Great.
clear.
Established cardigan.
So he's got
Cardigan with True Religion
a couple, maybe 2 Sobies in the pockets,
And it's
just
that
really
turquoise.
weighting
Really
it
weighing
down.
it down?
Yeah.
Like
And
my
he's-
car keys in my pocket currently.
And then he's
Yeah,
drinking a
great.
Sobe.
Incredible. So you got like 1 carrot Sobe open. Tastes good. That's
Oh,
what
it's
you were
so
looking
good. Yeah.
for. You guys come out of the DQ with a bunch of ice cream cakes and some burgers that have been sitting under heat lamps. And you guys all reconvene at the car. The gas still remains unpumped.
Oh,
I'll do it. It's my car.
my bad.
Cool. The gas.
Did you grab my Red Bull?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
As you guys are pumping gas and you guys are all kind of like getting like situating in the car, you look out as you are looking out into the field and you just suddenly see it's like pretty empty grass. There is a cow, like rather a bull with like big horns, just sort of like standing in the middle of the on-ramp. and just big, wide black eyes, not moving at all. And it's just like, it's like blocking the entrance onto the highway. You guys haven't gotten in the car yet or anything, but like you see this like bull just like.
So are they sitting in the
Standing.
car and I'm pumping gas? Or
Yeah, if you guys want to have gotten in the car and gotten ready to leave,
Yeah.
you're sort of just pumping gas.
I'm gonna knock on the car window because I'm on the outside and I gesture to the bull and I'm like,
And I'm like, wow, I wish there was some sort of place where you could post a photo of this
Yeah.
and share this with people, but that
like-
doesn't exist.
Like, do you believe as you? Oh, Jesus
Brody.
Christ!
I tried.
God.
Look, he's trying some stuff out.
Yeah,
Your
he's
joke
trying some stuff
failed.
out.
You
Dry
turn
land
to
is
the
hard.
cow.
Hey, pull a.
Yeah.
Your joke fell a little flat. You're disappointed. You look back at the cow. It's 20 feet closer.
Oof. I'm like, guys, I think we're gonna have to find another station. This is. I'm scared. I'm being open. I'm working on being more open about my feelings, and I'm scared.
Bernardo's like, this is just like when I was in Spain. You know, you have to assert dominance, which you're not doing right now.
Were you in Madrid or Barcelona or San Sebastian or where were you?
Barcelona.
I
Yeah,
love
that's where I
Barcelona.
got my name.
Yeah, because you went.
Bernardo?
I was Bernard. I came back Bernardo.
Oh, God.
So that's
Oh,
what
boy.
they referred to me as. The locals did.
So I
Right.
I think I'm going to be like, I'm going to take like what you say, like really like genuinely.
But then I take off my
sincerely.
cardigan and give it to you. It's like, use that. If
Oh,
you
my God.
Oh my God.
you need to.
We flash back to you in Spain and like you're ordering from like a deli and like name.
Yeah, and they're like, the running the bulls is happening right now. I'm like, that's interesting. Like, that's really cool.
That's so cool.
I've never seen a bull in person.
Never.
You get like a lunch bag with your name on it. You gave the name Bernard, but it says Bernardo.
And I'm like,
That changed you.
a gift. A gift.
In more ways than one.
My path has changed.
You're like, yo soy.
Yeah. He goes, adios, amigos, and walks away.
Adios, amigos.
Cut back. Back at the car. As you're telling everybody how you're freaked out, you see the bull is now unblinking. It doesn't like appear to be heaving with like breath in any kind of aggressive way. It's just sort of like.
Oh. I'm drawing it in my diary as
Yeah.
I see it.
And as Spencer, I'm like, I want to pet the bull. As Brody, I'm like, this is freaking me out. I don't like big animals.
It keeps approaching, and it's now about like 30 feet away from you. Like if it were to charge, it's probably gonna get there pretty fast.
I would
but
like
it stops.
it stopped.
Yeah, it stops. Doesn't look like it's gonna charge.
I would like to slowly get in the car.
Okay. Please pull 1 block from the tower. As this bull
Wow.
watches
Are
you.
we thinking this one?
I mean, that one's already kind of loose.
Be gentle.
Stay away from the center.
You just like slowly walk, not so as not to spark it in any way. You get in the front seat. The bull hears like the closing of the car door and just kind of walks alongside the driver's seat. Its horns are kind of like pointed away, so it's not like it's like gonna like bash into the car. Do you want to like get going and get out of here, or are you staring at this bull from like the safety of the window?
I'm afraid to start the car. I think we should wait it out. What do you guys think?
What if we put it in neutral so as to not ignite the car and scare the bull and see if we'll roll away?
Oh, Savannah.
That's the only idea I've heard, and I'm down.
My cousins used to take us to the top of a hill in the wintertime, and we would put the Mercedes in neutral and we'd roll down.
And I'm like, wait, this is a Mercedes.
We called it sledding.
I'm down to put the car in neutral. It's a stick shift. By the way, lore, stick shift.
And I look at you and I go,
Lore.
that's really hot.
Yeah.
That you have a stick shift.
I think if it's an early 2000s German car, it's gonna be stick.
The only thing your legs are good for.
Yeah,
Is the clutch.
No, pressing the clutch is hard for me. That's the only workout that my left leg gets.
Okay, throw it in neutral and let it roll.
Yep.
Okay.
Or what if we just piss the bull off?
Savannah.
I don't think so.
I kind
Sorry.
of love that. Like, it. Let's
This is my car. I don't want anything bad happening to my car.
Okay, Brody.
You care about the car.
As you guys are like letting it roll, you're like looking out the window to see if this thing is like gonna follow you, and it keeps a slow, even pace with your rolling car. And as you're staring at it, its eyes don't blink. It's got those big black cow gelatin eyes, you know what I mean? Just like a big old eye with no clear pupil.
Gross.
And as you're like staring into the eye, you start to notice there's like kind of like a grayish quality to the eye. Like this is like one of its milky eyes. And then suddenly, there's something that moves at the corner of the eye.
It's mad cow disease.
And you see something travel under a layer of the jelly of the eye, just like, and disappear into like a different part behind the skull.
Ew.
Is anybody a tourist in the car? This might be a sign.
I'm like, do you guys think this is why Dairy Queen was empty?
Yeah, I'm like, we shouldn't eat these burgers.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel weird about eating these burgers.
Yeah, the source of their milk is clearly bad.
Yeah.
I'm like 4 burgers deep.
There's something wrong with the cows, guys.
Maybe this cow belongs to the guy who was shitting his life away.
Yeah, this
Shitting
is
his life
guys.
away. What? Where did you see?
I met this guy. He was awful.
You met a guy?
Well, I didn't meet a guy. I heard him taking a massive dump.
Ew.
Why'd you whisper that to a car of 3 people?
I don't know.
I'm like, guys, I'm thinking floor it.
Floor it.
Yes.
And you guys like, the van skids forward. As you do that, the bull stops moving.
Oh.
And just sort of watches you disappear. In the rear view, you see it go to like, there's like a dead pigeon on the ground. And it just bends its head down towards the dead pigeon. And it almost looks like it's eating the dead pigeon. But it's just like, not chewing. It's just kind of like putting its head to the dead pigeon.
Ooh.
And soon you guys are like up the ramp and away.
The woods are weird.
You're back on the road.
I'm like, hey man, hey, give me that Red Bull.
Maybe next summer we can go to an island.
Yeah.
Yes. My family has a house in Nassau, Bahamas. We can always go there. Right, guys?
NASA.
Okay.
Gracie, NASA's in space.
Do you think maybe?
Oh my God, Bernardo, you're good.
Do you think this
Oh.
cow situation is why people didn't come to our party?
No.
Shut down.
Yeah, I'm like, you're right. It's because of me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's because of you.
No, it's not because of you, Savannah.
I think we give him bad MapQuest directions.
Speaking of MapQuest, I printed out some MapQuest directions to the Gorbo factory.
Yeah, why would we want to go there?
Why?
I don't know, it was on the computer, and I don't understand computers that much.
Wait, in the computer in the gas station?
Yeah.
Why was my father's extremely expensive and successful business on the computer?
That's where they were going.
Maybe they were really hungry for bananas.
Maybe.
The guy who shit themselves is gonna go to my dad's business?
If maybe. It could have been someone else. I don't know.
Guys, I just want to go home and take a shower.
Totally, Savannah.
As you guys are driving, you see a couple of cars that are just kind of parked on the side of the highway. One of them's got like the hood popped up, and there's not like there's smoke coming from the engine or anything. They're just inert cars. And you keep driving and you keep driving, and you see a bend up in the highway with like a hill that's kind of blocking where you're going. And you're driving forward, and as you come around the corner, a field of empty cars that are not like completely just blocking the highway up. Some of them are kind of turned to the side. It comes upon you extremely quickly as like around this blind curve going 55, 60 miles an hour. You're probably ripping it because you're alone on the highway. Mm-hmm. You're driving, right?
Yeah.
So here's the deal. I'm gonna ask you to pull from the tower. If you choose not to, for example, in this scenario, like you won't die from the crash,
It's not gonna be good.
but it won't be good.
You could probably pull one.
I'm gonna pull one.
Oh God, this is intense.
Every
Dude,
pull is
German
optional.
engineering. You guys are about to
Every-
see German engineering in action. Watch this.
Every pull is optional, Spencer.
Here's the good thing. Bernardo can't piss his pants.
Just go toward the Volkswagen Bug, and we'll roll right over it.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Nice solid one.
Easy. The brakes on this thing.
God, when are we gonna get home?
You guys all like back into the car.
Is everyone
Ow.
okay?
No, my neck literally snapped, basically, almost.
Do you need a massage? I have really strong hands.
I don't know.
Gracie, are you okay?
Yeah,
okay?
Savannah, I'm okay. Can you give me a little massage?
Yeah.
And I grip the steering wheel really hard. But it's leather, so it makes like a good creaking sound.
Bernardo's just looking around at all these cars. He's kind of like, this is kind of like art.
Oh my God.
If you think about
What
it.
happened? What's going on?
Does anyone's cell phone work?
Yeah, you want to pop out your Nokias?
My Nokia.
I also have a car phone.
No bars on the cell phones, but the satellite phone in the car could potentially work.
I'm gonna give it a ring.
Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters?
Nice.
Love that.
Topical reference.
Savannah, you're hilarious, and you'll get a checklist when we get home.
Thank
Like another star on your
Thank
list.
you.
Whoever gets the most stars gets to sleep with me at the
Yeah.
end of the night.
Oh my god. That's
Next
awful.
to me.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Who should we call? Like, should I call my mom or the cops?
I mean, I only have so many phone numbers memorized in my head, and it's my mom, my dad, and Gracie.
That's right. Honestly, we should probably call my father and warn him that some creep is like map questing him. Am I right?
It's pretty weird.
Bernardo.
Called 911. I mean, there's a bunch of cars on the freeway. They should know that.
Yeah, did somebody like steal so many cars and put them here?
Possible. I hear about that.
I think 911 because it's also it would take me the least amount of time to dial.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's like half,
You're
it's
sitting
like,
in the car discussing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll take
it's
me
like
less
half.
time.
For a
It's like
long
half the
time.
numbers.
Yeah.
Should we call it like a tow company?
Yeah, can 911 send us a tow?
I think 911's all encompassing.
Yeah, they do everything for
They do.
us.
911 does everything.
5 hours go by.
I love the cops.
It's 2002.
They keep us safe.
Yeah, we can call the pigs.
Whoa.
Oh, edgy.
Oh,
Us billionaires.
dude, haven't even been near a police station.
Yeah, my father pays the commissioner, so let's call him.
Went down 911.
Yeah, let's call 911.
You get like that. I guess it's like, I don't know if it's dial-up on satellite, but the number you have reached is not in service. And you just, 911 is not in service.
Like gay?
2002.
pull a block.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Pull a block for saying gay.
Yes.
Oh god. Did I die from
Whoa. Whoa, what are you doing, man? Are you insane?
Taking all the middle ones out. It's okay. That's smart on the bottom.
Making it a framework. All right, your cosmic wrong goes unpunished. Par for the course. The 911 call does not go through, appears to not be in service. As you guys are like sitting here with like that dial tone that proceeds after, you look ahead. It does look like there is like a narrow pathway between these cars that maybe with like some screeching on the sides you're gonna be able to fix. You're gonna ruin the car's paint job. But you guys could potentially like move forward through like a little bit of a gap that seems to be present. Might be a little tough. Car might sustain some damage.
Brody,
Yeah.
your dad could literally buy you another one.
Yeah, but I just got new bigger wheels on this.
I know, you put like
You
truck
got
wheels
those
on
rims,
this.
the spinning rims on it.
Yeah.
But the marks that the other cars will make on the car, you know, it's kind of poetic, and you know,
Yeah.
tells a story in a lot of ways. So I think it might actually make the car worth more
Yeah.
if you think
Worth
about
more.
it.
And I love that you tinted just the back window. I thought that was such a cool choice.
Well, it's illegal to tint the front window.
Oh.
Guys, I don't want to get out of the car. We got a lot of shit. I don't want someone to steal the DVD player, so I don't want to leave the car.
Right.
Yeah, Wedding Crashers is still.
Yeah, I mean, we can't carry all this stuff.
It's
home.
at the start screen where you have to play
Yeah.
bonus features or
Yeah.
sync
Yeah.
collection.
Yes.
What are we gonna do?
I say we drive through it.
I think we can drive through. I think this car it's built like a tank. German engineering, great brakes,
Right.
leather wheels.
We can blame the damage on some crazy person, and your dad will fix it, no problem.
Okay, guys, we're gonna squeeze through.
Moving forward.
I turn the Nickelback up louder.
This is how.
Yes.
Oh God.
It's actually.
I like you. Say sorry. I can do the whole thing.
So good.
And as you you move through, just like scraping the living shit out of the car. As the scraping of the car, you guys are moving like pretty decently on the highway. You're probably going like 20 miles an hour when you got to squeeze, but then there's some stretches where you can move. There's a couple things you notice right away. Bernardo,
Yeah.
you got a lot of experience burning shit and calling it art.
Absolutely.
You know, leaving the remains husk of something. You can tell a lot of these cars were on fire and are like not like they're not even smoldering anymore. It's been a while since they've been extinguished.
Interesting.
And as you're passing, there is one car that you're passing where it looks like almost every single car has nobody in it. Like everybody has abandoned these cars. There's no people, there's no remains of anything until for about an hour of this horrible screeching, the Nickelback album has gone back around to the, you've gotten to the single releases of Nickelback.
We're putting on Toxicity.
Yeah.
I don't know when that dropped.
Yep, they could. You guys have advanced copies of everything you could imagine. There is a shape in the driver's seat as you're like appreciating, and there is somebody slumped over, like looks like a person, slumped over the steering wheel. To you, they like appear like this, like you can only see the back of their head. Looks like a really nice car. Looks like it was like, you know, some kind of, almost like a limo. Extended back, but all the windows are shattered, broken. The back is empty. There are a couple of like when you're passing, you can see there are like it's burned in there, right? But there's still like some bottles that are like stuck in like what would have been like a cooler maybe. Obviously no ice in there anymore, and just like this still person. Maybe looks like a dead body almost.
Can Bernardo roll down the window and be like, "Hey, you all right? You okay?"
Yeah. Do you want me to slow the car down?
Yeah, Brody, slow the car down. I think there's a guy asleep in that car.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm like, are you sure?
I mean, there's a guy, and like he's hunched over on that steering wheel.
I've been writing everything down.
Yeah. Oh, a limo.
Maybe he's asleep.
Maybe he can drive us back
That's true.
in a limo. It would be way better.
That
Yeah.
would be kind of sick. I am tired of driving. This Red Bull is wearing off.
It's
Yeah.
been 20 minutes.
Yeah. I just wrote track 6 of Nickelback is my favorite.
But I'm definitely scared. Because I'm definitely like, what's going on? But I'm a little high, so I'm not as scared as the rest. I think I'm also taking this as an experience, you know? But if I could roll down the window and just kind of call out.
He doesn't move when you call out, but when you're like sticking your head out and you get like past the back window tent, you see that he's got like one of his arms is up on the dash and it's holding a phone.
Huh.
What if his phone works?
Yeah, what if his phone has service?
Yeah, because regardless, if we see a dead body, I think we should call 911.
Yeah, well, we tried to call
We
911.
don't know he's dead. Excuse
Can
me.
you check on him?
Yeah, let's just.
Let's
Grace, you just yell out the
gang,
window.
Let's look for clues. I want to see this. I'm curious.
Dappa dappa do.
Yeah, y'all.
Dabba dabba
But
do.
before we get out, has anyone ever seen a dead body?
No.
That's confidential.
Okay,
I've experienced ego death
fair.
When, Bernardo? Literally when?
just all the time.
Oh my
You have
god.
multiple ego deaths.
So many ego deaths. Every time he rolls in paint, it's an ego
Is
death.
there something for me
calls
to like take out of the trunk and just kind of poke the body?
Yeah.
My baseball bat.
Yeah.
Softball bat. It's so hard.
It's hard.
Bernardo will try to reach out and just kind of poke the body just to see if it's.
Yeah, you shouldn't touch it, especially after what we saw with that cow.
Yeah, it could be sick.
You poke the body. You poke this guy, he kind of slumps, and then he straightens.
Ooh.
He's still faced away from you.
Did anyone just see that?
Is he awake?
I think he's alive.
You think he's alive?
He's breathing.
We gotta ask him if he's okay.
Sir,
You
we
alright?
have Dairy Queen.
We have Sobe.
Yeah, I think he needs some water, dude. I think he needs some Sobe.
As you like hold one of the soapies out the window, this guy slowly turns his head. Is that a Sobe?
Oh my God!
And this guy looks awful. He looks like he's got bloodshot eyes. He, the top of his car was like black and burned, and it looks like maybe he like passed out from smoke and then like woke. He's still alive apparently because he's talking, but his eyes are like it's like every blood vessel in his eyes popped, and it's like just bright red eyes.
Poor guy.
Dude, I will buy you another Sobe.
You need a spa day. Seriously.
I don't feel so good.
He splashed him
Yeah.
with some Sobe. He looks so sad.
Flash him with Sobe.
Now it's sugary, you'll get all sticky.
Guys,
Yeah.
give him some Sobe.
Here, I'm gonna reach out and hand him the Sobe.
He tries to. Is the capsule on?
I unscrew it and give it to him.
Yeah, he takes it and he just sort of opens his mouth, and it just spills all down his front as he moves really sluggishly. He gets like a little bit into his mouth.
Was that carrots?
It's the best. It's the best flavor. Or, like, I don't think that's something to
Where are you guys? Are you with the military?
Oh, no, we're with Dappa Dappa Do. Sorority.
It's our sorority, but like you really have to like go through the rituals to get into it. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't feel good.
Do you need assistance? What happened?
Can I get a ride with you guys?
Oh.
Our car's pretty packed.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff in the car.
Oh God, he's gonna throw up.
Swallowed it.
Okay.
Here, why don't you hand? Well, who were you trying to call on your phone?
My family.
Oh, that's so sad.
What? Hey, sorry, really quick. What happened?
There's people running, and then the planes flew overhead, and everything was on fire. And then some guy broke my windshield.
And you look just slightly past the windshield, and you see there is a severed hand blasted through the windshield.
Oh.
Just like cut off from like there down, but the hand is like poking into the car.
Oh.
And he grabs it for a second.
This guy
Oh.
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 hit my windshield.
And then he holds it down.
No.
Can I get a ride with you guys?
Guys, he can't be thrown up in my car.
I really need a ride.
This one.
We'll call someone. Can we use your phone?
Yes. Can we use your phone to call
phone
our
does not work.
families?
He hands you the phone.
Okay, I'm gonna take the phone.
You see voice message failed to send. Send again. Cancel. And there's also like a playback option.
Ooh, play it back.
Oh. You guys want to listen to this shit?
Let's
Of
listen.
course, we need to understand who this guy was
Okay,
talking
yeah,
to.
we're like, yeah. Let's take the phone in. I think we should walk away. I think we should walk away because I'm getting a little uncomfortable.
We're gonna huddle up real quick and take your phone.
And he just kind of leans over the door of the car and looks like he's again trying not to barf.
Oh.
And as you take the phone, you want to hit playback?
Yeah.
Plug it in the aux cord.
Yeah. We get back in the car, we're like,
I'm writing in my journal all of this.
yeah.
Immediately, it's like you hear sirens, choppers, screaming crowd, fire burning. It's like, oh my God, sweetheart, I'm not gonna make it home. Everything's clogged up on the highway. It's the those jets. What is that? Exploding, getting closer and closer. Fire, blasting up from clearly what are like mechanical car glass shattering explosions. Why are they bombing us? Why are they bombing us? Crash of a giant glass, like the windshield breaking, and you hear like
That was the
who are you? Where are you? Silence.
Mike, should we send it? I don't think his wife needs to hear this.
No, I think it's better. I think it's better to cancel it. Nobody
Yeah.
needs to hear that.
That's so sad.
Wait, this is okay. I'm actually feeling bad, but
He
like,
is scrabbling with the door handle of his car.
okay,
Hey guys, wait. This is history happening right now. I think we should send that. I think we need to figure out what we do with this guy.
yeah. Can we like hook him up to the back of the car so he's like just like, you know, coming with us but not inside the car?
Like
Is there
tow
like
him?
like tow him? Yes.
That
Oh,
could
his
work.
Limo.
You turn back, he's not in the car seat anymore. Driver's side window.
I need a ride.
Vomits like thousands of these tiny, wriggling, reddish, whitish worms. all over the front side of the car. The window is closed, and he's just like, the window. What are you doing?
Guys, he has strep throat. We gotta go.
We need to get the f*** out of here, Brody.
Yeah, I'm making an executive decision. I think we need to get.
Keep his phone.
Not really an executive decision when we all agree.
We're ready.
Window shatters.
I need a ride!
I throw that shit in first.
Okay. Okay, as you hit go, I'm gonna ask you for a tower pull, please.
Fair. Harsh but fair.
Is this what mono is? I've only heard about mono.
It's worse.
Yeah, you would have only heard of it.
What do you mean? What are you calling me? Prude? Are you calling me prude? Are you calling me prude?
Calling me. I'm just saying, like, you probably never had mono.
Trust me, Savannah, none of my girls are that prude, okay?
None of my girls.
I run a whorehouse.
Having a harem?
Scary.
There you
There we
go.
go. We got something.
Keep pulling.
Insane?
You keep pulling middle ones.
Yeah,
We're not gonna have any
crazy.
options.
Okay.
Well, then you pull the middle ones from
Just
here.
don't even point to it.
I have grabbed my bat also from because he had it in his hand.
You got the
I
bat
grabbed
from
my
him?
bat. It's my emotional support bat.
You put it in first. This guy does not get left behind. He grabs onto the driver's seat, but he was grabbing for your face, and like all of a sudden his body is like hung on as you keep bringing the gears up. He is still trying to get in the car. Is anybody doing anything, or are we just like windows up and hoping he doesn't do anything?
I have a lighter, and so I kind of like.
Light him on fire.
Oh well, he's not
again?
gonna be lighting on fire. I'm just gonna try to like heat up his hand so he like let's go.
Okay, you stick your hand like into the front seat to like try to like get his fingies off the door. Please make a tower pull from him.
Stupid thing to do.
It could work.
You're crazy.
Easy.
Jeez.
That's a good one. Okay, he and you see as he lets go, he like hits the ground outside your car and keeps chasing. As you guys still moving ahead, you're only moving like 5 or 10 miles an hour faster than him. You see as he moves past your window, his eyes are wriggling with those worms that are moving within his eye sockets.
Same as the bull,
Pink eye
guys.
too.
I think we did the right thing.
Yeah.
Bad. I feel bad.
Don't feel bad, Savannah. He was sick and disgusting.
I don't want to get whatever he had.
Exactly.
You like as you're all looking back at him, you hear like boom, and you see another of these people is slammed into the front of your car and is much less intelligible. It's just like and you know these worms are exploding all over the front of your car, just slamming into your car.
Windshield wiper on.
Okay,
No, the front window.
roll up the windows. Roll up the windows, please.
No, the front window's been smashed in.
Should I slam the brakes? I'm thinking a little.
No, because then he'll go towards me.
What?
What?
Wait,
That's a
he's in the front, isn't he?
He's
Yeah,
on the
it's
windshield,
on the
so if we
windshield,
break, he'll launch off.
Launch off.
I'm slamming the brakes. Remember the brakes.
Right.
Remember how good the brakes are on this thing.
Brakes
Right.
are good.
Slam those
You
brakes.
Hit the brakes. They go flying off the front of your car. Do you want to hit gas again?
Oh, we're gassing again. We're
Okay.
running him over. At this point, I am gone full flight or fight.
You guys
Fight or
hear
flight.
Firefly.
I'm flighting. sorry.
Fireflies didn't
Fireflies.
come out until 2010s, okay?
this car just like over this person, and then you look out the back window to see like the damage. This person's got like 2 giant tire marks moving through their body. It looks like they've flattened them.
Oh!
Cartoon.
And then they start peeling themselves off the ground.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what this is making me think of, you guys? No, remember Halo? That game that just came out? This is like the flood or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit was really scary.
Yeah.
Deep Halo lore from Savannah.
Because you guys
She's
brought your
in-
Xbox to the cabin.
Well, it doubles as a DVD player. Okay, I didn't mention the DVD player is actually my Xbox.
Yeah. I loved the DVDs.
Put a screen on the top of it. So
Yeah.
it's a portable DVD Xbox player.
Guys, he's literally alive again. What the?
Was that the second coming just now?
This is really bad. I need to get us out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's either
I
Flow
know.
or the Return of Christ. Only one of those two things.
And I have not been going to Sunday school, if you know what I mean.
I've been playing Halo.
I've been hitting the pool.
Guys, I have to finish college. We have to get home.
Yeah.
Guys, finals are tomorrow.
Or worse,
Literally.
expelled.
Like, I do not want to get expelled. Are you serious? Let's go.
Okay.
You guys floor it through this.
You're flooring it.
Once in a while, you're starting to see like these people pop up at the sound of the motor. They're all moving pretty slow, so they're not able to like get to the car in the same way.
I think we need to get off the highway.
What? And off-road it into the woods?
I'm not saying we off-road it. I think we need to collect ourselves because I'm also worried about my car.
God, Brody. Well, I don't want to get attacked or like eaten by worms.
What were those worm things? That was so scary.
I don't know, but they were all in their eyes. Do we even we don't even have camping gear, do we?
No.
No, we don't.
No,
Okay.
I think we need to, one, we need to get food again. Like, how long have we been going?
It's probably about 5 hours now. So you're getting hungry. Yeah. You still a little
Yeah.
We
grumbly.
had the Dairy
tumbles.
Queen, but
I ate
didn't want to eat it. We didn't want to eat
7 burgers.
You got melted ice cream cakes in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I think we're, 1, need to get gas again. 2, we're gonna need some food. And 3, I'm exhausted.
Is the highway still covered with cars?
Covered with cars, and it gets like thicker and thicker. But you guys could like the grassy median and stuff has some cars on it, but it's more open. It is like an off-road, slightly riskier path to take for the car. You know what I mean? It could damage the car.
Do you want me to drive? I'm really good at driving.
Stick shaft?
Can you drive stick?
Yeah? I basically grew up in Europe. Are you insane?
I don't like letting other people drive my car. I had a bad experience. Someone
I've
burned out my
only-
clutch.
Okay, I've only ruined like 2 cars, but honestly, I was young and dumb.
I will say his seating adjustments in the car is very particular because his legs are so little. I don't know if you can get in there.
You said you were so tired.
I am, but I instead of letting a woman drive,
Oh my God. This is so 2002.
Pull from the tower. Pull from the tower. Pull from the
That's
tower.
right, Brody.
honestly, we should have this in every Smosh video. It's like you say some out of pocket shit. It's like, you know what? Leave.
As you're driving, you're like, I'd rather than let a woman drive, pull from the tower.
You die. We're playing Chutes and Ladders. You die.
Gracie just like slaps him on the top of the head.
Okay, yeah.
From the Karma Tower.
No. You're
It's
insane.
looking bad.
You're gonna die
about to
from
die
misogyny.
Good.
You can
You can always
get up.
fail. You can
Get
always
up.
choose to fail
Find
and not
some-
pull. You can always choose to fail and not pull.
I fail.
Oh, really?
I'm throwing. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Okay.
good luck trying to get a date
As
with
you're
me.
arguing, you are not looking ahead of you.
Fair.
The car slams into something that is sticking, like a metal piece that is sticking up out of the ground at an angle. You hear like a and the transmission just gives, and the car stops moving.
You idiot!
Brody, if you weren't such a dick, we would have gotten home and I would have gotten to finals on time.
Sorority rushing started tomorrow.
I know.
You guys can see the city as like on the horizon, just the very tips of those skyscrapers that you're heading towards. But it's hours walking.
Can't you
Well-
like, go and fix the engine or something?
Oh,
No, my dad never let me touch the engine.
he didn't
It's
let you
for-
hold a flashlight?
No. It's German engineering. It's too intense for me.
You've said that.
I think we need to head to the banana factory. It's got to be in the cities, right? That's where we get some. If we get some bananas, we can eat the bananas and survive. Perhaps society has fallen, and it's time for us to go back to our primate ways, to become like apes again in this current era. I'm thinking, I've seen Planet of the Apes. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie. It's really
Mark
good.
Wahlberg movie?
You guys are having this discussion, unbeknownst to all of you. We're like, camera is watching you guys, and we're looking through the back tinted windows, and there is a lot of movement in the back window.
God.
It would seem that as you guys are like arguing about the Planet of the Apes movies and like talking about like what is happening here, you guys have been moving along the same path for quite a while, sparking a bit of movement in an otherwise very still landscape. It's only when they're very close that you start to hear grumbling, groaning, and shuffling behind you. As all of you slowly turn around, you see scores of these people At this point, some of them don't look like people.
Oh my God.
You see several like just walking towards you, but then there's one sort of bigger person in the back, which is sort of strange. And you get like, after the horror kind of wears off, you see there is somebody moving that looks like two people, kind of like connected at the head and body. Something is bonded them together and they're shuffling as some kind of great three-legged creature. The yelling and groaning gets louder in crescendos. Are we staying in the car or are we hitting it on foot?
I think.
Bernardo has a unicycle.
On the back in the bike rack.
Right, on the back of the bike rack. Bernardo immediately gets out and grabs it.
Bump out, grab the unicycle.
Hey man, we just want to talk.
And every once in a while, like just a bunch of worms hit the pavement. You unhook the unicycle. I need you to pull from the tower to unhook this unicycle.
Oh my God.
They are upon you.
Nice,
Okay,
nice.
the unicycle comes off the car. You pop it, ching ching. I don't know where the bell is on the unicycle, but it does. You are on the unicycle. You're starting to move, very carefully.
I'm like, sorry guys.
Moving forward. The rest of you are staying in the car. Are we getting out? Where are we going?
No, I am getting out. I am unclipping my big ass wooden heels and I'm fucking carrying them.
Okay.
And I'm just running towards Bernardo. Like, let's go!
As you're running across with no shoes, you just immediately cut the living shit out of your feet on broken glass.
Yeah, that
Just
makes sense.
Bleeding immediately. Ow, ow, ow. As you stop to see like all the blood on the pavement under you, you start to hear like a lot of them have come from the side and are kind of heading you off. I need a tower pull from Grace.
Oh God! Like in the bottle. Except for death.
Oh God. Oh God. Guys, this tower is really rough.
The friggin'
Wow. Be gentle. Oh, Amanda.
the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
I did not breathe. I did not breathe that whole time.
Lights up, down. Okay, you just immediately swerve past the crowd that is trying to block you off. You are away chasing after the unicycle. Savannah?
I have my baseball bat and I grab just the nearest bag and I'm running right behind and going, Gracie, wait!
As you one older woman stops you with like a walker in her hand. Wait. She just immediately lunges toward you with an open mouth. I need a tower pull from Savannah.
I love that.
You can fully get up.
Excuse me, dear.
Oh my God.
You can get up. I would not lean on the table too much.
If the only kind character dies.
Excuse me, man.
Oh my God.
Oh my God,
You can
no,
always
we
fail.
cannot lose
You can always
Savannah.
fail, Savannah. You can always choose not to.
That's true. But wait, won't you get hurt?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh. You can come over. Yeah.
Oh,
It's not over.
my God.
Okay, Savannah, this, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to just get away from her?
Ew, you're old!
It's because she's old, not because of the infection.
Yeah.
The blast this old lady in the head with a bat. She as some kind of clearly undead creature just gets up, and tries to get their footing. You are off after the rest of the party, leaving Brody behind with the car. It's your dad's car. Do you
Dude,
abandon it?
I'm torn. My hands are on the wheel. I see them sprinting out, and I got to make a choice between the car and my buds. And I choose my buds.
Yay!
I'm gonna get out. And I'm gonna open the door with a lot of force.
Yep. You knock a couple of them back as you
in
open the
case.
door.
And I'm a little top heavy, so and I'm not super great on my feet, but
Gonna
I'm
lean forward.
Yeah, I gotta lean forward. I gotta use that
Okay.
weight, and I pretend I'm swimming on
Oh
land.
God.
As you pretend, you enter this visualization. You see in front of you an Olympic pool.
Yeah.
You can get through that easy. It's just all the zombies become water polo players in your mind.
Yes.
And as you are ready to hop through, the most important water polo game of your life begins. Would you like to pull or would you like to fail?
I gotta pull. I gotta pull.
I got to pull.
You gotta pull.
You gotta pull.
Please pull from the tower.
Please pull from the tower. Oh, is this one crazy?
They're all crazy.
I was just gonna say that one
Get
is
up,
probably
move however
okay.
you want. Move around the table. We don't need to see it as long as we see the block in your hand after.
Yep.
And you are off and away. 3 running college students, 1 riding a unicycle, rushing to the city with a horde of these horrific creatures behind them. And that's where we're going to stop for this episode. We will begin at the top of next.
Wow.
The city!
Gotta get those bananas.
Holy shit.
Damn!